Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Friday, January 27th.
Palm Coast has now become the #1 city within its metropolitan statistical area.
Palm Coast was once thought of as a small city, but Mayor David Alfin says that's no longer accurate.
So we now outnumber, I believe it's the land, in terms of our population. So we may still be thinking how small we are, but the rest of the world is not looking at us that way.
Alfin was in Tallahassee recently to push for funding for infrastructure so Palm Coast can expand west of US 1.
You have to be able to get there from here in order to exploit the opportunities that are there. So we're getting extremely good support from our speaker, Paul Renner, and also from our Senator, Travis Hudson. And I think the governor will probably be interested in the plans that we have as well. So we're looking forward to a very positive legislative session.
Alfin says it's a 20-year plan, but residents could see work begin much sooner than you might think.
You could hold me to this, that I'll have some form of a shovel in the ground by the first quarter of next year. What we're doing is we're expanding the comfort zone of Palm Coast, and we're making it sustainable and available and ready for the future, for future generations. What we have to do is plan it so that we have the right housing, the right jobs. Obviously, the infrastructure comes along with that, and we have to be very to the financial sustainability of all of this, because the goal is to reduce taxes, not increase taxes.
This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. An alert citizen helps the Flagler County Sheriff's Office shut down another drug house.
Sheriff Rick Staley says it happened on Tuesday at a home on Black Hawk Place in Palm Coast.
Thanks to alert citizens notifying my Special Investigations Unit, we were able to close down another drug house. Our SWAT team and Special Investigations Unit detectives, along with Community Policing Division, raided this house, making 4 arrests and seizing fentanyl, cocaine, synthetic cathinones, and various drug paraphernalia from within the home. It's a great job by the team, great job by the community for alerting us to suspicious activity. If you see something, say something. It worked this time. We take every tip seriously.
Visit FlaglerSheriff.com for information on submitting tips to the department. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Rich Petchke.
Prescribed burns could impact your access to Princess Place Preserve through the weekend. Mike Lagasse, Public Lands and Natural Resources Manager for Flagler County, says areas affected are popular to recreators, including trails and the kayak launch.
So we have worked with our Parks Department to have some of these areas shut off so that we can run these prescribed fire operations without putting the public unawares, kind of a heavy smoke shed or near a prescribed fire while the operations are going on.
Prescribed burns are commonly used to manage ecosystems, restore habitats, and remove hazardous fuels.
We use prescribed fire as a tool to manage the ecological needs of habitats in Flagler County. Most of the habitats that you experience in Flagler County are pyrogenic in that they've adapted over hundreds of thousands of years to benefit from occasional natural fire. And we use prescribed fire as a way to reintroduce fire, because over the last 100 years or so, we've really kind of been suppressing fire in the sense of looking at fire as something that could be scary or damaging. And of course it can, but also it's something that's necessary for these wildlands that we enjoy.
Other portions of Princess Place Preserve, including the historic areas and the lodge, will be open as usual. If you do visit the preserve, you may see smoke.
I want to thank the public for patience during this time. We're hoping to be able to knock out a few good controlled burns during this time period so that folks can get right back out and use the parks and enjoy all of the beauty of Princess Place Preserve and beyond.
From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Amy Cherry.
What does the future hold for a Flagler High School junior with a worldwide business?
Colin Breeze said that he sees his web design business growing. He said that while he has parents from whom he can get business answers and a network of people to analyze his design, in the years to come, he wants Clevo Web to be bigger.
I definitely see it growing, and I definitely do everything that I can to try to keep my customers and ensure that they're happy and satisfied with what I do. But overall, I want to definitely continue to expand my company.
Colin will be a senior at Flagler High School next year and looks forward to whatever is in his future. The Business Report is on WNZF on Saturday mornings at 10 and on the Flagler radio app. From the WNZF newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
The weekend is here and there's plenty of family fun to be had in Flagler County. This is Stacy with Fun for Augie Kids.
This weekend, Flagler Playhouse presents Rent. Set in the East Village of New York City, Rent is about falling in love, finding your voice, and living for today. Sunday, Bachelors of Broadway will be at Flagler Auditorium. This exciting three-man act features lush symphonic arrangements of song from modern and classic musicals. Enjoy this fresh take on audience favorites that have captivated millions worldwide. Stop by Michael's store for a free make-break event. Make a fun watercolor card just in time for Valentine's Day. For more on these events and others, please visit us on our website at fun_augiekids.com. Have a great weekend.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.